What up, homies? Welcome to the 51st episode of our Disco Elysium playthrough. We are 50 episodes deep, and if some of you have actively been following the series, then first of all, sorry for the delay in the upload schedule. March through April have been crazy here, but I actually have finished this game now and recorded all of it. So from here on out, it's smooth sailing. Alright, last time we got to know about the relationship between Clausier, Lely the dead guy, and the Hardy Boys, and today we are gonna go further down this path of the story and confront them some more until we actually get some juicy information. And that's how specific I'm gonna get, cause I don't wanna spoil shit. There's quite the package of episodes still to come, so again, thanks for coming by, homies, and enjoy!
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Okay.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Then tears out a page and hands it to you.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean? How old was he, miss? His eye color? He had a tattoo? What did it mean? Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death? What? I mean, that's, again, going back to this erotic asphyxiation thing that we were thinking about. Could it be love that did him in? We requested a semen screening from processing. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Where is Lelystad?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
Not unimaginable for someone to try to leave there, because anything he could have done with his life there was become a farmer, and if he didn't want that, the way out is to join the military and maybe get, some kind of education there and make something more out of yourself, and then get caught into that whole machine and not be able to go anywhere because he at least maybe witnessed, maybe even performed himself, at least heard about all these atrocities that the military did, as military people do, all over the world. And, getting stuck into that world, not being able to do anything anymore, maybe even PTSD related, and turning into this, job that he had now, this security contractor shit.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form.
Look at Clausier, you were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot. I mean, sure, no need to get political. It's way too late for that.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind.
Mm-hmm.
He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself. As an Oranese yourself, didn't his lack of patriotism annoy you? Ugh. First one.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Orania did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
She looks around, the wind in her hair. How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The lieutenant makes a correction in his notes.
A miss.
A miss. Okay. Because we guessed his age wrong? I mean, can't remember that we did that. Whatever. His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
That's the smile that we noticed, which led us on that whole track of erotic asphyxiation.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Interesting. I too have stroked his hair.
Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She draws in her cigarette and lets the smoke linger for a moment in her mouth. He had a tattoo. What did it mean? Yeah.
Oh, that.
She smiled.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it? It was a map of his service history. What did it represent? Do you know? You liked it? Question mark. Because we got the success here.
Quite a lot, yes.
And was it a map?
Sure. Service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off the chicks. How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Sure, they need to be.
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
She leans even further back to demonstrate.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
She points at the air with her sharp nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh yeah.
I like how she said that. Cool. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you.
She does
I've
not
seen
take
enough
it.
of him dead.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money.
See?
He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story. Good story. Thanks. Thank you for cleaning that up. Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Sure. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death? This is from the erotic asphyxiation thing. I don't know what will happen if we do that. Everything else here is just horrible now. Could it be love that did him in? I mean, obviously no, and we requested a semen screening from processing. Also, shit. Maybe not tell her about that. He did not. Maybe he. We're gonna ask that. We're deep now, but we're not gonna go too far. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
It's just a feeling I have. Indulge me. It came to me in an occult vision. It's just a feeling I have.
Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good
All
answer.
right, all right. Could it be love that did him in? I don't think so. We're gonna ask that. Just see what she has to say about that. We are not gonna go with this, and then we're done here.
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
Cool, it just goes along with it. He told me love did him in. No. This is stupid. Because he was just a figment of our imagination. This is absolutely ridiculous to go for this. So, okay, then another question.
Of course.
Alright, let's keep it at that. I think we're finished here.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Alright. We're gonna put some levels, if we can, into volition at one point and try to improve that. Alright, later on. What's going on here?
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42.
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am? Turn around. Miss, how old do you think I am? I got this, my age. I think I'm gonna ask her.
How old do I think you are?
Look at that scene, man. Ask this woman how old she thinks we are while we're standing here with our weird tight-ass pants, these extremely weird shoes, this blue coat, our beanie, the sunglasses, listening to a boombox, and randomly have this sword in hand. How old do you think I am, miss?
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
Oh shit, she's gonna go 55 plus.
I don't know. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is a newborn cop who doesn't remember he's a cop?
I think I'm circa 55, 45, or 35. Just go absolutely redonkulous 35 mode. I feel like 45 might be the best choice here. Maybe we actually are 30. Oh, well, no, he has... How many years of service did he have? We kind of know that about from checking his personal stuff. We're gonna go with 35, just because. Just be all delusional.
You're not.
Fuck you, man.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Alright.
Yes, but for him that number is much larger than 35.
Wait, this requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of truth. I don't want to think about this anymore. Just bring it on. We are facing it all.
To the laboratorium.
Thought gained. Date of birth generator. What? Alright. That's actually a thought. Wait. 7 hours? Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100. Both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century. But for how long then has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start erasing those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? Sure. Doesn't give any bonuses. But we require skill points for that. I mean, we're close to getting another one, so why not do that? I guess we're supposed to talk to Titus again, right? Yeah. And I guess we should put away this boombox. And I also feel like we should actually... No, let's not bring the gun. We're not trying to kill someone, but maybe keep the sword in hand. For when Titus gets angry at us. All right. What up?
It's you again. What is it?
I've talked to her about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said. Uh-huh.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Sure.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Obviously. Gold, it was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything and it didn't change her mind. Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more of an effect. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus. I like this. But I feel like there's danger here that he actually attacks her. Second one.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
He shakes his head in disbelief.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. No. This feels like he might get the idea to do it himself. It did not come as a surprise for her, and she definitely wasn't scared. I think we're gonna go for that. Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she is still in denial, you know, like a defense mechanism. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? Wrap this up. I'm gonna go with the first one. I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. This feels like it's a little bit too direct, because he's not gonna go like, oh yeah, man, that's right. He's not that kind of guy. Although maybe she isn't who you thought she was, could turn him into, you know, a psycho murderer here. I also don't like that, because this takes away agency from her. I feel like we could just wrap it up here. I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. You don't have to say everything out loud, just mix and match rhetoric. Damn, I'm gonna go for the first one just because just leaving this seems too risky. I actually have a feeling that he might, go absolutely crazy here and she is not safe up there if he just, goes bazonkers. So just leaving that might be a bit risky. I don't know how much he will respond to this is personal for you, and especially when we talk about feelings, because he is not the feelings kind of guy. But it's the only option here that might, calm things a bit. So let's see.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist or anything.
This is not what's written here. Pfft, Glenn explodes with indignation. Everyone's got feelings for each other. Where are you going with this? And he said something about queers. Okay.
It's all right, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently, I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He smiled sympathetically.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
All right. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
New task, get the whole story from Titus.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing over their heads.
Cool, challenging success.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
He throws his beer can down.
That lying scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
There's a silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle.
No one does
No
anything
one does
about
anything
it.
about it.
Why am I reading this?
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
I am very happy that we did not spike the food like a million years ago, because that would make things even worse. And again, I fear for her upstairs.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Oh shit, oh yes. Convinced Titus he is being manipulated. Yeah, he is. This guy just wants to sell his fucking beer to these people. And it's a 97. +1. Strange reaction to bullet. Everard asked to cooperate. Understand why Titus is upset. Angus can't take pressure. Discussed 8th Hardy. Confronted about drug trade. 97. Alright. Fucking work.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will. That's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim. One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility.
Okay. We're going home, Kim, I guess?
Huh?
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. Or because...
What the hell, man? Because of some chick, because you're a foreigner, because you work for the wrong people, because they like killing. You're a foreigner because you work for the wrong people. This is not where expected this to go, because our you're being manipulated thing was aimed at the fact that Guard wanted him to buy beers, hundreds of beers. But I guess this boils down to the fact that these guys, I don't buy that they have been manipulated to kill that guy. They were just really happy to kill that guy, and they can now say that they did this for whatever, the Union. I mean, you know, they kind of did, because that guy still, his job was still to be a strike-breaking piece of trash. So, you know, it's not like all of a sudden he's this innocent man. He sucked. Just because he had a relationship with the woman upstairs and, you know, was kind of able to let some of that horrible stuff go, doesn't mean that he isn't a piece of trash. And I don't know how much they have been, you know, manipulated into killing him. So we're not going to blame her. Kill you because they don't like you, or because of some chick, because you're a foreigner, because you work for the wrong people, because they like killing. Because you work for the wrong people does not really match our communist agenda here, because this guy worked for the wrong people. That is true. It's not. That's what they claim. The reason is why they killed him. Somehow, no, they claim that it's because they raped him. They raped the guy raped the woman. Because you're a foreigner. Nah. Because they like killing. Doesn't really fit. I don't know, nothing here makes really sense. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna go because you're a foreigner. I don't like this they like killing bit. This seems too non-specific. Maybe we can catch them in a, oh no, we're not nationalists or whatever. This seems to be the anti-communist option here. This seems like it might endanger the woman upstairs. Would it? Kill you because they don't like you, or because of some chick? Maybe that might help. Because it might make him realize, wait, this really is weird. Oh man, I don't know. This is a weird point here. No, this somehow puts blame on her. Let's go with the foreigner shit. I don't like it, but there isn't really a good option here. Maybe I'm reading this wrong, but let's go for the foreigner.
Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Here we are.
Fuck you. I'm not from around. That's not why we...
There we go. Don't come to the wild north if you are not white enough.
They just hang you like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse. They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember. They just hang you, shoot you, light you on fire. They don't care. So we can play it down, say it as it is, or even play it up. I feel like I'm gonna go for this last one here.
We didn't light him on fire.
You hear the fat man wheeze. He's trying to get up. Oh man.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? Turn to Theo. What happens if I keep talking? You're gonna kill me too? In this bar? For nothing? Look at Kim first. You know, I strangely get the feeling that the game might end soon here. Either because we're getting killed, in which case I guess we're gonna reload. But this sounds very much like, yeah, case closed, we got it done, woohoo. I still want to meet the communists. Did I fuck up by talking to these guys? I hope not. I hope there's still, you know, time. So who was the one that is threatening me? It's Theo, right? Yeah. This is a dangerous situation. Maybe we should actually look at Kim first, see what he is up to. But our main course here is to push him. I'm gonna look at Kim first.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus. We're almost there.
Alright, turn to Angus. Oh, what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Okay.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Alright. The room falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
I can get it.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
Oh my god.
Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Give her up?
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
For a moment there, this sounded like... what's her name? Angela? Oh, fuck. The woman upstairs. I keep referring to her as that because I can't remember her name. Killed her. Killed the man. Where was that? Told you just give her up. I mean, no, okay. Give her up in terms of she won't be with you, so just give it up. And not give her up in terms of just tell him that she killed him. But there is now obviously the big elephant in the room that the guy was dead before they hanged him. We kind of knew that before, but we also assumed that they killed him. Did he shoot himself? I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Whisper, we did it? So you didn't kill him. He was already dead. So who killed the merc then? Any leads? Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers? So who killed the merc then?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
It can't have been a sniper shot because that shit was locked in his, like, behind his mouth up here somewhere. If that had been a sniper shot, that wouldn't just have stopped there. He would have, his whole head would have been blown off. So I feel like it had to have been some kind of close range shit. Was it? Was it Kunoes? That would be so weird. What are you thinking? Gotta tell me something else. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have missed. Could have been meant for her.
Okay.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
I do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
Cool. This a little bit somehow leads back to what we initially thought, that this guy was killed or died, whatever. And this is being used as a way to get the police here to help with the strike breaking, because it's been pinned on the Union. So the Union killed that guy because he was affiliated with the security team that was supposed to break the strike. And because they did that, they are, I don't know, anarchists, whatever. So there has to be more force to stop them, and the harbor can go back under control of the people owning it. So if he actually was killed, was maybe even killed by his own people, which I still think the caliber of the gun doesn't seem like that might be the case. We still have that bullet, by the way. We have to analyze that shit now. It's super important. But if that is the case, they could have been hired too, to just kill him, to have a reason for that shit. Maybe, because he connected with the woman upstairs. Maybe he got, soft or whatever these people value or don't value in a person. So he would have been an easy victim for that, and turned into a fall guy here. Just, we'll kill him, have these guys take care of that. Probably pretty clever to hang him, and then have this little trick that they're trying to play with. We all hanged him, so we can't go for one specific person. All right, cool. So it doesn't seem like the game is over yet.
He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Okay. So you didn't kill him? He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
The girls?
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
Okay, sure.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
So we know it can't have been her, because if she was the one that killed him, she would have... okay, 2 options. She could have done it, or no. Most realistically, she would have done it from inside and killed him, shot him. But then the window wouldn't have shattered because the bullet was still lodged in his head. She could have, gone outside for a smoke and shot him through the window. We don't have any evidence because we can't say where the glass was splintered because the whole shit is already replaced. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really rule out that she did this. I think everything she said kind of rules out that she did it. Maybe there's still a room for her just being completely fucked up and drugged up and just doing it, maybe even not even remembering it. I don't know. But the fact that the window is broken, the shot has to have come from outside.
He means they'd been fucking?
Yeah, wasn't this established?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Can you replace the window that I broke?
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Clausy didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything? What kind of shit are we talking about?
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world.
Oh shit.
Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. connected to the Moral Lantern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we avoid all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Okay, cool. Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing eighth Hardy?
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
Okay.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway.
You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. Really spin it. Sure, understood. Can you tell me anything about her? Name, current location? You're going to stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you? Second one.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to.
Alright. I guess we can go for these first ones. I try to avoid them to not, offend him in some way, so we can ask these questions. Yeah, but now we can go for, I'm sorry we made you fight.
Me too.
And Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
He grabs his beer and swirls it in his hand and thinks of something.
She, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
still, after all this headache,
still wants to protect her, but you would still prefer it if we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Alright. This guy managed almost 180 here.
We'll take that into account.
The lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Alright. Get the whole story from Titus. Confront Klasia with the Hardys story. Alright. I wonder if we should actually talk to her now. Because she's gonna stay there, I assume. I don't want to ruin our possibility to talk to her alone without Kim around. And this feels like we are getting close to finishing out the story when we confront her and finish up this whole who killed the guy thing. I don't know if the game is... I don't know, it just gives us a week and we can do whatever we want in that week. And if we're done earlier, so be it, and we still have time. I kind of don't want to risk it because we got a lot of things still going on that I want to finish out. So, I kind of want to avoid talking to her now. So I guess we could go to Joyce and talk to her about some stuff. How many skill points do we have? 94 out of 100. We could put 1 point into conceptualization, put on our conceptualization clothes, and try to get the brush from Cindy. I feel like it's a good point to do that now. So, this is conceptualization. This also is... Don't think we have any more, actually. Let's see. No, alright. Oh, weird. Do we have any minuses here that we should take off before we continue? We don't. Alright. Alright, let's go talk to her with our weird sword. I also kinda wanna... I remembered that we bought the Helmdollar Man shirt so we can talk to that one person that we found that seemed related to the Helmdollar Man shit. And through editing these videos, I remembered that she is the one who was that person, because she actually is from the Helmdollar place. So let's put on this shit. And rearrange our clothing again. Yeah, I didn't plan this out very well. So a suggestion, I guess. Yo.
Trying to sneak up on me again?
Alright, never mind then. Oh, that's logic. Where's the... This one. Alright. So, let's put one point in here. So we are up to 8.
Hello again, officers.
83%.
Have you come to admire my mural?
Alright, 83% seems good. You know Cindy's secretly a communist. You're aware of Cindy's living conditions. Conceptualization, impossible 18. Attempt to explain your artistic intentions. I think we're just gonna go with that now. 83 is pretty good. I don't think we will find much more that will help here, so let's just go.
You don't have the skills to execute something like this in practice. But, oh boy, the idea's going to blow her fucking mind.
I'm going to create a highly detailed skeleton of an ancient bird that went extinct 100 million years ago.
She squints her eyes.
And then I'm going to paint it red using heavy fuel oil, and then I'm going to fucking light it on fire. Am I Batman?
On fire.
It's the Phoenix, get it? What do you say?
I say, sod off. You don't have the technical skills to do that.
She hunches her shoulders and throws you a grim look. But I thought you'd like my idea. What's your problem? I'm sorry, was the image offensive? Did you survive an avian attack as a child? What the fuck? But I thought you liked the idea.
I like your idea. Should have thought of it myself. I don't need this kind of competition in my neighborhood.
Competition? Damn, it was too strong. That's not fair, but Cindy, art is bigger than either of us. I didn't realize you were so petty and insecure. Shit. I feel like this might actually be the way to go, so we're gonna do it.
Insult me all you want. You're still an art cop, sans art materials.
Yeah, sure.
Oops, my apologies. I guess I was trying too hard.
What the hell?
You're a police officer and a grown-up. Why are you trying to impress her? Maybe try a different approach.
Alright. I'm sorry for invading your personal space like this, but I'm going to take that paintbrush from you, kiddo. What the hell?
And I need an aircraft carrier. So what?
Stand your ground with a look of weary determination. Cindy, I'm going to stand here until you hand over that paintbrush. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you again. Give me the brush, please.
Have you got any kids? Because you sound like the world's saddest dad right now. But fine, take the brush. I'm all out of fuel oil anyway.
She drops the paintbrush at your feet.
You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Time to get to proper work, artiste.
Alright, catch you later. Cool. Let's see if we can actually make that shit work. $0.11. A paintbrush belonging to Cindy the Skull, an aspiring artist. Its bristles smell nauseatingly of heavy fuel oil. Specks of red, orange, and green paint cover the aluminum ferrule. Alright. See if we can paint that shit, actually. What kind of check that is. And how difficult.
The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
Fuck the police? I mean, it's a classic. I love you, Kuno. Mother of all walls, what shadow lies there beneath the bright gleam? Draw a 3,500-year-old pictogram of a human being. Something beautiful is going to happen? No parking. The raw remain blank for now. shadow lies there beneath the bright gleam. Something beautiful is going to happen. I like the hopeful thing, but this is just really too nondescript. This is funny, but weird. I don't think we have the skill to do that. Draw a 30,500-year-old pictogram of a human being. Mother of all walls. I love you, Kuno. Fuck the police. For now, my money is on fuck the police. But I feel like I'm, you know, dragging things out a bunch. But maybe we get some sort of quest. Paint something else here. Maybe not a quest, but painting something specific here might be relevant for another check. Okay, we're gonna wait for that. We still have time. That's not on the highest priority here. So let's put on our other clothes again, and then we're gonna talk to Joyce. Yeah. By the way, that check with that bullet shit. Where is that? This one? Fractured bullet.
The bullet is still safely sealed away.
It's a white check.
Bearing the RCM stamp.
It's a white hand-eye coordination check. And this hand-eye coordination is the problem that we have, that we've leveled it up, and if we fail the white check, it's donezo, unless we get a thought, which, you know, that feels like it's almost luck to find a thought like that at this point. So how much hand-eye coordination do we actually have? We have absolutely no hand-eye coordination whatsoever. Well. Because this, first of all, this seems very important. Second of all, we still have this other quest where we need a physical instrument to open up that container, because that everything revolving around that church and the rave club revolves around us getting this cube out. Because if you don't get that, we can't talk to the program person, and if we don't clear up that shit, nothing is gonna advance there. And we have like 4 or 5 quests over there. Alright, let's first talk to Joyce, get some more XP.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.